So guys, I'm back in Goodmayes, and what I'm gonna do now, so on my YouTube channel, on the YouTube playlist, the majority of the test routes are on there. I don't know how many are on there, but there's a good amount. And then if you watched all of them, you basically have covered everywhere you might possibly go on the day of your test. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my sat nav. So how I'm going to use my sat nav and why I'm going to use it is when my learners go on the driving test, this sat nav here, the same one that they use on your driving test, I basically, when they go out on the test, I put that sat nav in the boot, I press record, chuck in the boot, and when they come back, I press stop recording and I save the route and I save whatever time that the test was. So every road that this sat nav is going to tell me to go onto or drive, wherever, everywhere I'm going to drive by following the sat nav is where someone went on the actual driving test. And what I'm going to do is everyone in the comments are obviously requesting certain time routes. So like some people are saying my test is 8:40, where I'm gonna go, my test is 10 o'clock, where I'm gonna go. So what I'm gonna do now is just go through routes by time now. So what I'm gonna do now is a 7:43 in the morning test route. So this test was done 7:43 in the morning at Goodmayes, and I'm gonna obviously follow the sat nav, drive everywhere they went on their driving test, and I'm gonna give you a walkthrough like I do in my other videos. And I'm just gonna keep doing it until I go through most of the times. So I'll do another time one after this one. But if you have watched all my videos anyway, that kind of covers you for any route that you're gonna go on. So I'm not too sure where this one's gonna take me. If this doesn't take me on the route that's already on my YouTube channel, then it's gonna be a mixture of some of the routes that are on the channel anyway. So if you've got your test come back from Goodmayes, trust me, watch those videos, and you'll be alright for your test. I do have, even my learners, I do get good feedback from my current learners and other people that are learning from past cars. We encourage them to watch the videos, and when they do watch the videos, when they're on the lessons, things just make more sense, or the routes take the routes that you do on the practice on your lessons, they take less time because you know you watch the video, you know what to do. So just keep watching the videos and you'll get better. Anyways, I'm gonna get cracking now because I ain't done a video in a long time, so I don't even know how I introduced it. I forgot everything. I'm very forgetful. So if this video is not the best, it's probably because I ain't done one in a very long time. But yeah, I'm gonna give you a walkthrough. So it's a 7:43 test in the morning. I'm doing it on a Wednesday at 2:15 p.m. So the traffic would obviously be a little bit different on the 7:43 in the morning test. I would say the first 20 minutes, 25-30 minutes is going to be a little bit quiet, and then after that, maybe the second half of the route, traffic will start building up and it will get a little bit busy. Having said that, any time in Goodmayes is quite busy anyway, so just watch out for it. Anyways, I'm going to move off from here. This is the test center road. I'm going to do all my checks. There's the guy on my left carrying logs, I think that is, or carpet, I don't know. Anyways, I'm doing all my checks. There's no one behind me. There is a car in front of me, so it's very important you look at both sides, not just what's behind you. I'm going to move off with my indicator with one last final check, and there's two cars in front of me, so I'm not going to rush off. I'm going to move off, but see the car behind, that car pulling up on the left might overtake, so I'm going to hold back and then budge up a little bit more forward. That probably wasn't the best place for past cars to pull up, one of my instructors, because there was a car behind him and I was moving off at the same time. If it was a driving test, you can wait for those two cars to clear and then move off, that'll be fine. And at the end of the road, the sat nav says turn left, so I'm gonna check my mirrors. I'm gonna hold back here for now, only because if I go there, that silver car probably won't fit through, so I'm gonna hold back here, and then I'm gonna start moving now because I see the car at the front has turned already. So I'm checking my mirrors and I'm putting my left signal on, and I'm gonna approach the junction at crawling speed, and I'm gonna turn my wheel quarter to the left that way, so I'm facing the road that I'm turning into a little bit more. Nothing on both sides. There's a car on my right, but he's turning in and there's nothing behind him, and so I'm gonna turn, keeping it tucked into my side of the road. And now it's saying to go all the way to the end and then turn right. There's a moped behind me. He's a bit like that, so I just need to keep an eye on him. At the end of the road, I'm turning right, so mirror, signal. And again, I'm going to approach the junction at crawling speed, and I'm going to stop all the way at the giveaway line. The moped's going to come on my left, I'm guessing. I'm going to stop when my back wheels are on the hump, so not yet, now I'm going to stop. because I'm in a manual car, if I stop a little bit too early, so if my back wheels are not on the hump, then my car might end up rolling back when I decide to move off, or if I want to budge up a little bit more forward. So the best thing to do is, whilst you got that momentum, get the back wheels on the hump and stop right on that giveaway line. That was a little bit easy because there was no cars on both sides, but that could get a little bit tricky. Hopefully I can do that at another time when it's more busy, so I can walk you through it. Anyway, the speed limit on this road is 30 miles an hour. There was a 30 miles per hour speed limit on the road that I just left. The safest speed to do right now is probably I'm doing about 22, 23. The sat nav says turn left in 250 yards. Now on a road like this, it is quite hard to identify turnings on the left. So I'm looking for gaps in the houses, cars coming in and out. And I'm also looking at sat nav and I'm counting. Look, I'm passing a turn, that's one. So I'm taking the next one. So mirror, signal, and I'm just applying brake. No need for the clutch here, just brake. Now I'm gonna go clutch down. I'm probably gonna select gear 1. The road that I'm turning into is tight, and I'm doing that 6 miles an hour, 5 miles an hour. I'm turning to my side. Now turning to my side, I'm gonna hold 50% behind that parked van, 50% out on the road. Check if there's anyone overtaking me, no, and I'm gonna carry on. The reason why I'm holding back there is to check for any traffic on this road, and there were a few cars, but they're quite far, and I can progress into this gap here by checking my mirrors. And I'm gonna hold back a little bit more before that white car, so I got space. Check my mirrors, come out again. There's no point me going close to that white Audi and then coming out. Leave yourself that distance, that room to clear it nicely. A car coming, he's got a passing place on his right, but I'm not gonna be ready in case he doesn't take it. But you know, he's gonna take it, so it's fine. I'm checking my mirrors. Speed limit on this road is 20 miles an hour. I'm doing 13 right now. And at the end, I'm gonna turn left. Sat nav says.
Then turn right.
So mirror, signal about now it's okay. Sat nav says turn left and then a quick right.
Turn
So
left, Bremer Road,
then left.
Then turn right.
Yeah, then turn right. So again, I'm gonna angle the car towards the left with a quarter mount steer to the left. Right's looking clear. Left, as you can see a car. I'm not gonna come out yet.
Then turn right.
So both sides are clear. Nope, because there's a Prius on the left. Now if I do come out, I'm probably gonna affect that Prius. So I'm gonna hold back. There's a car from a side road coming out, so I'm just gonna wait back here. He kept it tucked in, so after or as he's rolling through, I can just keep it slow, but I'm gonna keep it tucked in to my side until I can see it's clear. Yes, turning right, so mirror, signal right. I'm using the hatch markings. I'm not going over the other lane. Lady on the right, I'm gonna make eye contact with that lady, and she's crossing. If she made eye contact back with me and she waited, I would have turned in, but it's fine, she can go. Like I said, big fat 20 sound on the floor. So I'm gonna carry on. Anyways, 20 miles an hour, there's parked cars on the left. I'm gonna make sure I keep a meter distance between the cars, between my car and the cars parked up. And then I'm gonna turn back into my lane a little bit, just in case a car comes from maybe a side road or from a driveway. Keeping good space between me and this car. That car, I'm gonna have to move out by checking my mirrors.
After 18 yards, turn right. Edgerton Garden.
So I'm turning right. There's a lorry there. So I'll tuck myself back in, check my mirrors, put a right signal on for that right turn. It could be because I'm overtaking the lorry too. But I'm gonna make sure, signal back on, go gear 1 early, check my mirrors, and I tuck back in before the turn. So I'm coming back into my side of the road before I turn in. I'm not over on the half point of the road. There's no white lines in the middle, so I just have to imagine one. And if I imagine one there, I wasn't over the white line. So here I can see 30 miles an hour, but up ahead I can see there's a give way sign on a lamppost. So there's no point me, accelerating to that 30 miles per hour, and I'm gonna go straight over. So again, I'm gonna come off the gas. It's a gear 1 because it's a closed junction and my visibility is bad, so I know I'm gonna have to stop. There's a car on the right. Whilst he's driving, I'm gonna look to the left. I saw no one. Ahead there's no one. So right ahead, left no one. I'm gonna carry on moving ahead now. So the sat nav says carry on going straight, and it says 350 yards I'm gonna turn left, which is quite a while away. I can see someone coming out of a driveway, so I'm gonna check my mirrors because I'm changing my speed. There's a van behind me now. I'm gonna put it back into, check my mirrors again, and then move out, making sure that I've got good distance between ride ready, the learner car. Checking my mirrors, coming back in, and then the van behind me is keeping good distance. Now this Prius, I'm gonna just slow down. I'm probably putting gear 1 with checking my mirrors 2. Checking my mirrors are coming back out. There wasn't enough space for both of us to fit comfortably, so it's best to hold back. Cool. So there's a couple cars turning in, there's a few cars parked up, so I'm just coming off the gas. That learner car coming towards me seems a little bit slow, so I can make it a bit more further down without having to give him away. I'm checking my mirrors, coming off the gas. I'm literally not on nothing right now. I'm letting the car roll, and I know I need gear 1, so I want to do that now. So clutch down, gear 1. This is not a bad start to a 743 test. No, nothing's been difficult. Nothing's really been, you know, oh, like this is hard. It's been quite easy. So the car in front of me wants to go around all the cars in front of him and do a right turn. You can just wait, you know. It's not that deep. And that was not the best thing to do. And turning left, I can see a sign that says 20 miles an hour. Underneath that it says 20 is plenty. Anyway, turning left, it's a bit busy, but I'm still checking my mirrors, making sure I don't get close to that black car. That's very important. That's probably my main focus right now, making sure I don't get close to that black car, so I can use the other lane a little bit, but I'm also making sure I'm keeping it slow and I'm tucking back into my side.
At the end of the road,
I feel like I have to shout because it's up, man. Right, nothing on my right, left, nothing there. I'm gonna keep it tucked in towards that X5, that black BMW, and I can see a BMW coming towards me, so I'm gonna stop back here. This is a good hold back position. But a car length behind that BMW, checking my mirrors and coming back out. There's a white BMW coming towards me, but I'm gonna trust he's gonna go into that gap on the right. Checking my mirrors, keeping it slow because the space is tight. Less space, less speed. That grey car, pass class car, is on the driving test right now. Hammer's taking him on the test, and he's moving off right now because I just saw him checking his mirrors and his blind spot. Inshallah he passes, guys. So he's on a 205 test right now, and he's 224. Anyways, this might confuse a few learners, but the sat-nav says follow the road ahead, and it's telling me to turn in 200 yards. When learners come this way, they get a bit confused on what straight is, but you got to follow your road markings. This is the left, and just after that lollipop lady is another left. So this is the left and that's another left, but we're following the road, so we're going to keep it following around that bend. And now the speed limit changes from 20 to 30 miles an hour, so you got to keep an eye out for the speed limit changes so you know what's going on. At the end of the road, I'm turning right onto a 30 road because that's the last sign that I saw. So I'm going to check my mirrors, put a right signal on, start braking because I am a little bit fast on the approach and I want a good distance between me and that van. And I'm not going to get close to that white line. There's no point really, because only one car can probably fit at this giveaway line, and cars are going to be turning in, and there's parked cars on the other side. So on my right there's a car turning in, on my left there's a black car, behind that car turning in there's a grey car, and he looks like he's going straight, so he might overtake this learner car now, which he is. I don't need to peep and creep yet. Look, he put a late signal on, but it's fine. On my right hand side is quite busy. I'm just going to get my car a little bit forward, which is just done now, which is fine. I've done a very good controlled pace. Nothing on my right, but a Mercedes just came out another road, and a moped looking for reflections. I'm leaning forward now. Nothing on my right, nothing on my left, nothing on my right, and I'm good to go. That leaning forward gave me just that little bit extra in terms of visibility. I could see further down the road. It was quite hard to use reflections because on the left hand side there's only fences, so leaning forward is quite important. If you're really not sure, you can roll down your windows and try listen out for cars to hear if there's any cars coming from the right. On the left hand side my visibility was okay, but it's very important you just don't come out of that junction on a half guess, like, oh, I think it's safe, let me go. Because if the car does come, and you slow that car down, you make that car stop, or you make that car swerve around you, then your test is most likely finished, as in like you want to get a serious photo. Anyways, we're crossing him off the gas. That van's coming flying out, but it's fine, it's not going to affect me. There's a big lorry, so I'm going to check my mirrors and tuck in a little bit. Checking that small mirror on my left to make sure I'm not getting too close to the pavement. I am close to it, but it's fine. And then this is perfect. Sat-nav says in 150 yards I'm going to be turning left. I wanted to drink. Anyways, no one behind me before I move off, no cyclists, no cars up my arse, no one overtaking me, so it's okay. I'm putting gear 2, I'm not pressing any pedals right now, just putting it 2, and I'm letting the car roll at 8 miles an hour. And I'm going to put it in gear 1. So Hammer's car, the past class car that we just saw on test, is behind me now. And I'm keeping this junction clear just in case anyone wants to come out that road and, you know, turn left. So the car behind me is on test as well, and he's put his left signal on, because obviously the sat nav must have told him to turn left at the traffic lights. So I could put my signal on now. It's not like that important, but or I can put it on later. Now, if I'm that type of person that will get distracted and forget, I'll probably just leave my signal on now. But if you feel like, you know, I'm gonna remember to put it on as I start moving, it's okay. You can put it on then, but you shouldn't put it on too late. Now, you also have to think about your signal, right? So as you're driving past, there's a few cars on the left hand side that are parked up. So you've got their van, a few cars, another van that are parked up on the left. Now if I want to turn left, I have to return back onto my left hand side, and then by doing that I have to steer, and if I steer a certain amount, my signal might come off. So you just have to like picture right now, okay, if I come back inside there, my signal's gonna come off. By the time I straighten up, I need to remember to put it back on. So I'm turning left, I got a filter light, a green arrow, so mirror signal. So I'm gonna come into my lane, and then I've got a green circle now, so everyone can go. That green arrow was there before, so I need to take that. I need to look for that. How you would spot that is on the traffic light, there was more than 3 circles. Obviously standard traffic light got 3 circles, red, amber and green. That one had 4, so the 4th one is for that green arrow pointing left. So if you're turning left, you need to look for that, you need to go. Again, the speed limit here is 30 miles an hour. I'm doing about 26 is okay. And the person behind me on test, the past class car, probably doing about 24, 25, so it's not too bad. Coming off the gas because that Mercedes is sticking out and someone's crossing, so I'm going to brake, check my mirrors, clutch down. He wasn't really on the crossing, but because he put his foot on the road, I need to be ready to slow down. And I'm checking my mirrors and I'm moving back off. Because I'm building speed, the reason I have to check my mirror is because I need to watch out if there's any cars overtaking me when I'm building up speed. If there is, I need to come off the gas. So 140 yards, I'm turning right. Again, it's a bit sticky now, so I'm going to move over to the left a little bit because there's a lot of cars overtaking that van. I'm going to check my mirrors, put my signal on, and I'm going to put it in gear 1 just because, you know, there's a lot of things happening and I can fit, so I'm going to keep it slow. I'm going to get close to that zigzag white line on the floor. I'm going to stay close to it because that's my position for turning right. Make eye contact with the dustbin driver. He's flashed me, but I'm going to make sure I don't cut corners. So I went a little bit more forward and then I started turning. A lot of people, when they receive that flash, they just start turning as soon as, and then what happens is they cut corners. So the person behind me on test did cut the corner just a tiny amount, but I went a bit more forward and then I started my turning. There's a car behind me that seems aggressive. It is a 30 miles per hour road, so I'm going to build my speed up now. The car behind me wanted to overtake me, but it's fine. He's not overtaking me. He's turning off now. I don't know why he was that aggressive then. I'm going to turn right. So mirror signal. So the car behind me on test pulled up probably just after the beginning of the road, about what, like 10-15 car lengths down. So he's been told to pull up on the left, so he's pulled up on the left over there. Interesting. So that is a place where if you was to come down this road, they may ask you to pull up, so you can rewind the video and kind of see where you'd pull up. Single yellow is fine, and ideally you need to find a raised pavement because there are a few raised pavements on this road, so not ideally, you do need to. Anyways, turning right here on the main road, the lights are green, so that means when my lights go green, they'll be on red, so I don't really need to look both ways and stop and look both ways. I can look both ways for any like sirens, cyclists, but I'm making progress at the same time, so I'm not slowing down to do that. Anyways, 30 miles per hour. I'm gonna build up my speed, and I'm doing 26, 27 right now. The learner car behind me on test just came out that side road too. Again, there's a few cars parked up, so what I'll do now is check my mirrors and get close to that white line on the right hand side. Cool, I'm going to be just going over that line. I'm going to use the hatch markers a little bit. So completely fine because I need to keep my clearance with the cars on the left. 180 yards turn left, so which is, you know, this one's a little bit confusing as well. So I'll check my mirrors, return back into my lane, off the gas in case the lights change. Turning left, so mirror, and it's this left, it's a one-way system. So I'll turn left, I'm going from a 30 road into a 20 road, and it's a one-way system. So I'm going to leave in gear 3 actually, because now I'm doing 15 miles an hour. All cars are different, so just watch out for what car you're in. But in my car, I can handle like 11, 12, 13 in gear 3. Diesel cars probably not. Anyways, I'm doing 17 miles an hour. I'm going downhill, so I'm off the gas, doing about 17. it changes from one way to two ways with these signs. So that's a two-way traffic flow sign now. So one-way road is finished.
At the end of the road, turn right, or the road south.
So the sat nav says at the end of the road turn right. It's showing me like it's a T junction, but I know it's a mini roundabout. Before I saw this sign, so try to look out for signs and information on the road. So I know it's a roundabout, turning right. So mirror, signal right about now. I'm gonna approach it in gear 2 for now. Nothing on my right, so I can just go. But there's a car doing a reverse maneuver, so I'm gonna find out what he's doing, and I can take this gap. And I'm gonna take the next road on the left, which again is a roundabout. So at the mini roundabout, I'm turning left actually. So mirror, signal left, and I'm gonna put it in gear 1. There's that learner car. Where's that learner car going? He's going straight. He's in that lane that goes straight only, and I didn't see a signal, so I can turn. 20 on the floor, so it's a 20 miles per hour speed limit. Again, it's quite tight. This road, a lot of people do pick up serious folks for getting too close to cars. I'm on no gas, no pedals right now. Check my mirrors and coming back out. Again, 20 miles an hour. I'm not gonna aim for 20. I'm doing 15 right now. I'm doing 15, and that feels more than enough safe. It's a bit open right now, so I'm doing 17. Now I can't really see it down the road because it's a bend, so I'm looking at reflections to see if there's any cars coming, and I am going to tuck myself in just a little bit to the gap on the left in case a car comes, like now. Boom, and they've got space. If I didn't tuck my car in, I probably would have been in the middle of that bend, and those cars probably wouldn't fit past me. So I'm using these passing places just to, you know, get out of people's way. Now checking my mirrors, probably my right one now, off the gas because I am going to have to go over that white line. Is anyone coming? No. Again, it's open now, but it's 20 miles an hour. This does look like a 30 miles per hour road because it looks like all the other roads in Goodmayes, which are 30 miles an hour, but it's 20. So I'm keeping it in 18, 19, 20, around that speed. The car behind me is quite far. Again, I can see a 20 speed limit on the floor. I'm making sure I'm not getting too close to the cars on the left. Off the gas now because look, there's a car coming towards me and it's less space, less speed, so I'm on no gas. Now I'm back on the gas. There was no need for gas in that situation because the space was tight. And then he's turning in, but I got priority, so I'm going to carry on driving. No one on the crossing, so I don't really need to, you know, slow down or anything. Turning right, mirror, I can signal now. Coming off the gas pedal, staying close to that white line in the middle. Now the zigzag line I'm staying close to. Here, look, I got priority over the lorry, so I don't have to worry about him. I am going to slap it in gear 1 because I can't see what I'm turning into because the lorry is blocking a lot of my view. No pedestrians here, but what about that zebra crossing? It's right next to a school and there's a lady next to it, so I'm going to double check what that lady's doing, and she hasn't crossed, so I can move back off. So again, it's still 20 miles per hour on this road. I am over the white line, but that's completely fine because there's cars on my left. I am going to be going a little bit slower now because of that car. He's got space to return back into, and I got space to make progress now. So I'm doing 15, 16 miles an hour. Now, when you see this 30 limit sign, don't just go crazy because look, there's a mini roundabout coming up. So a lot of people see that 30 sign and, you know, start building up speed. But it's quite, I'm going to stop, hold back here actually, and just let that learner car come through.
Yards, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, Reed Lane.
Okay, I'm going to go now because they're not coming, so it's fine. I apologize, learner car. And I'm gonna go straight ahead. Again, I give way to my right. There's no one there. I'm gonna carry on. Mini roundabout. This mini roundabout, all these mini roundabouts, 10 miles an hour is a good speed to approach them at. So right now I'm doing 14, so I'm gonna come off the gas. There's a car on my right. Do I have to give way to him? I don't see a signal, so I do. And then he's turned anymore? Nope. Are these cars turning right? Nope. If any of these cars wanted to turn in that direction, I would have to give them way, but they didn't. I'm gonna go straight at this mini roundabout. Ambulance is there, so it makes it a little bit trickier. So what I'm gonna do is put it in gear 1 so I can be a little bit more slower. Watch out for my clearance, keep it as much as I can in my lane. Nothing on the right, so I can carry on and I can fit after this mini roundabout if the lights are still red. And I'm gonna go straight down. I think one more mini roundabout going straight, and the one after that I'm turning right. So again, what do we say on the approach is good? 10 miles an hour. So I'm off the gas, a little bit of brakes. I'm doing 10 right now, clutch goes down just in case, no one's there, I can carry on. Next mini roundabout, I'm turning right.
80 yards, turn right.
So mirror, signal. I'm literally on no gas, no nothing right now because it was quite tight there. Now I got priority over those cars in front of me because I'm turning right across them. There's nothing on my right for the side I have to give way to, no one ahead. I'm going to make an effort to go around the circle because I need to. Otherwise you could pick up a serious fault for just cutting that mini roundabout circle completely. So those mini roundabouts, any of them, if you're turning right, some of them it's impossible to go around the circle fully, but you still need to make an effort to go around them. And if you cut the road markings completely, that's a serious fault on your driving test. Anyways, driving down this road, I saw when I turned in there was a 20 miles per hour speed limit sign, so it's 20. I'm doing about 15, 17 right now, and that seems about decent. Now what I'm doing is, on this road, I'm not just going gas brake. I'm coming off the gas when I get closer to the hump, probably about now, letting the car lose power. And then after the hump, now I'm going to go back on the gas, get the speed up gradually, and again come off the gas. So there's no need for brakes here unless I need to. For example, here I might need to, but he's giving me way and I've got a lot of space, so I can carry on with the gas. Again, on roads like this, they can make you do a maneuver, pull up on the right, parallel park, or even just pull up in general. Mirror checks, and I'm moving over. And then the mirror checks again, just keep up to date with what's behind me. Again, I'm doing 17 off the gas, let the car roll over the hump. Now at the end of this road, 200 yards away, that's what the sat-nav says, I want to be turning right. And from my experience of teaching and doing test routes, this is quite a difficult right turn. It's not an easy one to do because it's quite busy and there's a lot of things going on in both directions. So there's a car coming now. I'm just going to slow down with the brakes. Probably go gear 1 just in case. No, I can bring it back up in gear 2. So I'm turning right. So mirror, and then I'm going to signal right now. And I'm going to go clutch down, gear 1. The road kind of curves like this, so I'm going to stay close to the white line and kind of curve my car in to the road markings. Now there's 2 cars over there in front of me, but they're off. Sometimes you could never know, they could be reversing out of there. So now that I know that they're parked up, I just have to focus on my right and my left. Again here, I'm leaning forward, trying to get a good view. I'm not going to move forward yet. There's a moped on my left in my mirror. I'm probably going to edge a little bit more forward now because I can't see anything from the right coming. There's a van coming now, so I'm going to wait. I'm not going to peep and creep when there's cars coming on my right hand side because they are a little bit close to me. I'm going to peep and creep now because I can't see a car coming for a while. Now I'm going to stop again. I don't want to come out too much to the point where I'm making those cars swerve around me or having to slow down or inconveniencing them at all. So I'm going to come out a little bit more. I've got a good view on my left and I've got a decent view on my right. Well, if I lean forward. So I'm going to lean forward, I'm going to keep looking. I'm going to roll my window down, you never know, sounds might help you here. So on my right, there's a car turning in. There's a car behind me, but I'm trying to come out here safely. And I've not gotten hesitation fault yet because I haven't missed a good gap. Now, I can see deep down on both sides if I lean forward like this. And it's quite busy. So again, this could be quite difficult in your test, but you have to trust yourself that there hasn't been any good gaps now, and this is my best gap, and I have to take it. So by leaning forward, I was able to see deep into both sides, right and left, and it was clear, so I could take it. Ooh, that was gonna mess up the GoPro, the front window, because it's raining now. I'm gonna see if the wipers might hopefully make it better. Anyways, turning left, mirror, cycle lane on my left, so I'm not gonna be on the cycle lane because I'm not a cyclist and I don't need to use it. Mirror, it's all clear. Left signal. Again, when we spoke about traffic lights before, we spoke about looking at them and then looking at the standard ones that have 3. This one has 4. So that 4th one on the bottom left circle, that's for me. So when there's a green arrow pointing left, I can take it. Here at this traffic light, the left lane only goes left, and if you wanted to go straight, you'll have to be in the right lane to go straight, and that's by looking at the road markings on the floor, which aren't, to be fair, the clearest, because road markers are a little bit rubbed out, and you can only see them a little bit later on when you get closer to the lights. Anyways, mirror checks are all good, no cyclists, no one overtaking me. I'm not going to get onto that cycle lane. It's faint, but it's a solid white line cycle lane, so I'm not going to touch that. Mirror, signal left. Again, off the gas, the lights might change. People crossing, lights haven't changed, but I'm going to put it in gear 1 because look, there's a van parked up at the beginning of the junction. And I'm going to stop here just for a second. My car's in the road and I'm getting beeped at, but I do not care because I'm trying to drive safely. Okay, and then gear 2. Again, here this road is 30 miles an hour, but the safest route to be doing is like 18 right now.
Turn left.
Turning left, mirror signal, and I'm gonna start braking now a little bit earlier because the car behind me is at my backside, and I'm gonna put it in 1 because it's quite a tight turn, and I'm gonna keep it tucked into my side. And look, there's a car coming, so I'm gonna hold back here. The car behind me looks like he wants to overtake me, but he can chill out because obviously there's a car coming. So this is the best thing to do. Check my mirrors, and then no one behind me. I'm gonna start moving off now. He wanted to go the other way, which is good because now he's not gonna, you know, like pressure me. I don't get pressure like that, but a learner would. Anyway, speed limit here is 20 miles per hour. There was a sign when I turned in, but it's very important when you turn into that road, guys. You turn into your side nice and slow. You look for any cars coming out, and then you make that commitment to go in the middle. Anyways, I'm doing 15 right now. It's a 20 miles per hour road. There's no one behind me. There's a van that just parked up, so he might open his like his van door. He put his hazard lights on. He's opening the back door, so it's not too bad. What if he opens the left one? So I'm just gonna keep it slow still. That bend coming up is really tricky sometimes. Today it looks like there's less parked cars, but here a slow speed, very slow speed. So I'm doing 10 right now, but I'm looking for reflections. I can't see any reflections, so I'm gonna carry on moving at this speed, but being ready to go into gear 1 if I need to. I can't see reflections. I can't see. Then I can add gas and go. So that whole time I'm keeping the car slow, looking for reflections, looking for any sort of clues that if there's a car coming, I need a plan. One of my plans could have been to come into the spaces on the left hand side there, or stop opposite a space for them to get into, and maybe go gear 1 and stop as soon as, so I can come up with a plan. Anyway, checking my mirrors, moving off back into the middle of the road. This is a meeting traffic road. On a meeting traffic road, only one car can fit at a time, so I need to be looking as far down the road as I can see, and I'm scanning for passing places on both sides, the left and the right, for me to get into or for the oncoming car to get into. There's no one coming towards me, so I don't have to stress, but if there was a car coming, I'm going to formulate a plan and find out what space is best for me to get into. Anyways, end of the road, turn left.
Turn left.
Mirror signal. Again, here I'm off the gas. I'm doing 13 miles an hour. There's no need for gas right now. I'm checking my left mirror, coming back into my side of the road, putting it in gear 1.
Granton Road, then turn right.
And I'm gonna angle the car all the way left. Quarter left is okay. Both sides clear. Can't see any reflections. Nope, not clear. See how things quick change. I looked that way, didn't see any reflections, didn't see a car. By the time I looked left and back again, look, there was a big X5, yeah, X5 or X7 I think. Mirror signal right. I'm gonna keep it on my lane, keep it in my lane, no cars come towards me so I can turn in. And I'm driving down this road, and I can see Hamad at the end. He just pulled up on the left, probably to get feedback because his test is probably returned. So again, I'm probably gonna pull up on the left here. I'm stop the video, but on your driving test, you go all the way down to the test center, into the test center, and you know, park up and get your result. So, how many minors or zeros do you think I got on this route? I think I passed with 0 minors. Then 0 minus 0 zeros. That was a smooth ride. But that was a 7:43 AM test done at Goodmayes, and as you can see, it was probably not a route that I got up on my YouTube channel, but it's a mixture of different rows of different routes put together. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's not really an enjoyment watching a long video of me just talking through the route, but I hope you guys watch the videos and, you know, took something from it, whether it's something small like speed limits on certain roads, or, you know, how to do a certain junction or certain tips that I gave. But I don't know how I forgot how my other videos used to run. It feels like I was talking more on this one, so I don't know if I was waffling extra. But anyways, guys, listen, if you want more of these videos, let me know in the comments below, and I appreciate everyone commenting saying that, you know, the videos have helped you pass your driving test. So I would like to continue doing this and help everyone in the best way possible. So I'm just gonna, this is the next step. So I got all the main routes out there. Now I'm just gonna go 3 different times. So this one's a 7:43, and then, you know, subscribe, comment, and then find out what time's next, and hopefully I can make more for you guys. And I'm gonna go find out now if Hamad's learner has passed their driving test, and I'll probably maybe tell you guys on this video, or in the description, or in the comments. I don't know, but I'll let you guys know. Thank you for watching anyway.